I don't remember the context for anything, because it was not a good cutoff point because the internet died. Listen, I don't remember what was happening, but I sure bet we had something important and necessary to show the court. Because we always do.
Yeah, of course, because there's one. By the way, I am drinking coffee, so that's what's happening. I'm you now, but it's like not coffee. It's like it's one of those vanilla frappuccino Starbucks iced
Ice
or
cream.
chilled coffee drinks. Yes, that Emmy got for me this morning because I didn't want to be falling asleep. My mom preached today at church, so we went there to support her.
Testify, Mama Farrell, testify.
Exactly, because it's Women's Month at the church, so they asked the women. So she went. And so I did not, I only drank the tiniest bit, of course, but it definitely already has affected me. So I might as well just like commit and drink the rest. I doubt it's gonna, it'll, yeah. So anyway, there's one.
You have no idea what you're doing, do you, right?
Nope. Let's do this thing. One piece of evidence that catches my attention. Something that this court has yet to see. But I have seen it. I see all.
Mr. Wright, you're pointing at an empty space in the air.
I always do that. I do that when I'm feeling correct and righteous.
I will say this one more time. I do not feel this trial needs to continue at all. However, I'm giving you one chance, one shot, and only one.
Mom spaghetti.
What the judge is saying, right, is don't try pulling one of your usual bluffs here. The sort of bluff shenanigans that you are famous for, where you just fumble your way through every trial without really knowing what's going on and kind of just make it up as you go. That will not be accepted.
But that's one of my charm points. If I mess this up, it's curtains for all of us. So, I better do it, but do it correctly. Oh, wow.
I guess it's a good thing we saved before this. You may now present one and only one piece of evidence. Now then, what is this important evidence that you must show to the court?
Oh, that was the... Okay, so we're showing a piece of evidence that the court hasn't seen
My
yet.
attorney's badge.
Please. Spare me. I think it's the tomato juice. Go on the... Or the... It could be the... Oh, shit. It could be the camera. We still haven't seen what's on it, have we?
Well, we don't have it.
Oh, alright,
It's still missing, so we can't.
Never mind.
By tomato juice, you mean this? So that's...
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
These are all
it's...
things we've got from other people, so they would have seen all this stuff.
Except maybe the tomato juice. I don't actually... I feel like the tomato juice is like...
I think you might, because like, this isn't really relevant. This we probably can't. We don't have the camera. We got this from... Oh! This magazine article from... Who did we get that from?
Do you think...
Because like, all this shit we've gone from other people so the court knows about. The case the court knows about because she talked about it. The guy, like, this doesn't really... So I think it's between these two. But
if it's not the tomato juice, yeah, it could be the magazine clipping because the point could be that you're throwing Adrian Andrews under the bus. Okay.
I did the tomato juice.
Yes.
Yeah. Is it a wine glass? Is it not? Is this a pigeon?
Please take a photo. Oh, please look at the photo. Take a photo of me posing. Please look at the photo of the crime scene one more time. The scene is a mess because of the victim's struggle against his assailant. The vase is broken, his makeup is all over the floor. These were old things that were at one point sitting on top of the dresser.
Well, yes, I see your point.
However, this glass that is sitting on top of the dresser is mysteriously untouched. The only thing that had not fallen over along with everything else is this wine glass. This piece of evidence is more than strange enough to warrant further consideration.
Good lord, you are reaching more than usual.
Well, what do you all have to say?
Well, yes, it is a little peculiar.
Yeah, isn't it? I thought it was. That's why I presented it.
You can stop looking at me with those puppy dog eyes of yours.
Right, they only work
Mr.
on Mr. Edgeworth.
What say you? What is it, Your Honor?
The puppy dog eyes are working.
Bailiff, sunglasses on Phoenix, right now. Edgeworth, your opinion. You don't need my opinion, because there is no special meaning to that glass.
That's what you think. What?
Oh, Charles, like just your opinion, man. Well, it's safe to say that the glass was there after the crime scene took place. By the person, sat there, rather. By the person who discovered the body, Adrian Andrews, for example. She could have easily been so shocked that she set the glass down without thinking. That does sound very plausible. Mr. Wright, the ball is back in your court.
Why would she just casually put it down? That's not how it works in the movies. They always drop whatever they're holding when they find the body. Run out of the room. If I appear weak here, the trial's over. I can look for my proof later.
There you go, Phoenix. Classic.
My motto. For now, I should trust my instinct and point with certainty. Like I always do.
They just might fall for it if you're thought-provoking enough. This has worked out for you in the past.
Exactly. I'm feeling like a gambling man. The defense would like to challenge the prosecution's theory.
So good to know you're feeling like a gambling man with my sister's life on the line.
I know. Blame the coffee. We would like to see something that proves it was Miss Andrews who set the cup on the table.
You've turned this situation on its head yet again, as per usual. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any proof to back up your claim? He has put the ball back in your court.
There's no way he has any. He's just bluffing, like me.
Unlike Mr. Wright, I never say anything unless I have the evidence to support it.
Well,
You know
fuck.
I'm not a gambling man.
I know. I thought if I said it, it would be true. I wanted to manifest.
Jot, jot, jot. You're not thinking hard enough today, Wright. You might be ballsy, but your mind is not strong. Did you think this wine glass escaped my notice? Me,
No.
Picture Perfect Edgeworth, 2020 vision.
You threw away the Picture Perfect title anyway, but I don't doubt that you noticed it already. But anyway, speak. Speak your truth. Testify.
Of course, it had been thoroughly inspected for fingerprints.
Yeah, I had a feeling. Yeah. Fingerprints.
There were only one set of prints. There were only one set of fingerprints left on this wine glass. Only one? Well, whose were they? They were not the victims, nor the defendants. Rather, they were one of Adrian Andrews.
Figures that bitch couldn't just throw me a bone once. At least once. What? So she drinks tomato juice?
Who had discovered the body had left it there. I don't remember seeing tomato juice in on guard's room though. It was it's like why would she? I don't know if she would have brought it over, and if she didn't bring it over, why was she picking it up and shuffling it around?
I think that's exactly Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what we're gonna have to prove about that one. Like, if she sat it down, that meant she would have to have picked it up, and the bottle of tomato juice was right there on the table. So,
Well, that is why I said that the person who had discovered the body had left it there. Are we done here, Mr. Wright? I see your brain is now actually trying to think for once, but I dare say you've wasted enough of our time.
Nope, not yet. I fell into a trap, but I can dig my way out of this hole like I always do.
Miss Andrews is probably holding the glass. Would you went to see Mr. Corrida?
But why would she have
What
done
upon
that?
seeing his dead body, she was stunned and set the glass down on the dresser. But she would not react like in the movies, screaming and dropping the glass, because as anyone who knows her would know, she is far too well composed.
Oh yeah? Did you know she also had a roommate?
What you just said makes a lot of sense. Dot. Now do you see, right? You can't change any part of my scenario, as it explains everything all too well. Oh, it feels good to be right again.
I wish you were with Wright. I mean,
Phoenix, focus up. He's getting to you.
I know. He's trying to use reverse psychology to get me to focus, and it's actually kind of working. I'm feeling intense.
I thought long and hard this past year about what it means to be a prosecutor, and about something else that is long and hard. And from here on out, I'll show you the answer I've come to discover. Wait a second! Are you two flirting again?
Absolutely not. I would never flirt with the enemy while my daughter's life's on the line.
Noted. But I think the prosecution has provided enough evidence for me to enter my verdict.
I think he hasn't.
Unfortunately, I cannot allow you to pass judgment just yet. Unlike Von Karma, who has failed at every trial so far, I will accept nothing less than a flawless victory. The prosecution has yet another witness we would like the court to hear from.
And this is gonna be the guy that gives us our victory.
Stop, he's already dead!
Yeah, I know. Like he would. Well, I guess he could say that he's doing this for the flawless victory, but
I am
still,
doing
it
this
feels
for
like
the
he's
flawless
just.
victory. Bailiff,
Nah,
please bring in the next witness.
if it's a lot of heart, so help me God.
I thought I was in charge of the bailiff.
What in the world is Mr. Edgeworth thinking? Phoenix, what's really going on in his mind? You should know this.
He's trying to give me an out. Oh, it's worse.
Now,
Well, actually, no. I don't think it's worse than that.
witness, please state your name and occupation.
Go away, Pooch.
Pooch, come. Witness, your name and occupation. I meant...
Gotcha.
How did she get that weapon past the bailiff?
Yeah, I bet she missed you, Edgeworth. At least, and I bet you missed her. You had to have missed someone while you were away. God, I wonder what happened to that calm composure he had earlier. Oh, Edgy boy, it's been, what, a year since we last met, hasn't it? Since our paths crossed, star-crossed lovers. You should be more happy to see me.
Don't you have a ring on your finger?
Yeah. Wondering.
Oh, I saw the report of their testimony, but who knew that underneath that helmet was the wicked witch of the witness stand?
Oh, flattery will get you nowhere, dearie. I tell you, this time I know what I'm supposed to do. No need to get all hard up about it. Oh, unless it's for that little defense attorney over there. So today I'm going to tell you anything and everything.
Oh my lord, she's going to show us her full butt.
Bends over in the suit. Even things that don't have to do with that
She's
terrible
going to show us her
crime.
full butt.
Yeah.
But, is witness the terrible crime? That's all we need to know. We're only interested in the full butts of women under 40.
Ah, you better see my full butt.
I'm hit.
Shush, I'm talking to my dear Edgy Wedgie right now.
Bailiff, what are you doing?
Don't interrupt us, Gramps! Oh my god, they're like the same
But
age, probably.
you want to talk, Grandma? No. Please, by all means, you two keep going out until one of you has a heart attack. Anyway, witness your testimony, please.
It's true what they say. That youth are hot-headed nowadays. Not that I mind at all, Edgy. Now, what should I start with?
The witness was on security detail at the hotel the night of the murder. Is this correct, old bag?
It was a great job being able to see my dearie Juan. It was almost too much for my little heart to handle.
You mean you're a fan of the victim and your heart is weak due to your old age?
Look, everyone is crazy over that on guard, saying he's cute in a fresh way or something.
I think it's his hair.
Oh yes, it's got a pretty good hairstyle.
Yeah, no, I see it. It's not a bad hairstyle.
But not me, I wouldn't say anything so silly. After all, I have no interest in a little child like him. I am only interested in a real man. Juan Creed, they're the same age.
They all the
But that's
same
probably playing into
age.
they're probably playing into the fact that they look differently. Like one looks older.
They're the same age.
They were the same age. Anyway, as I was saying, while you guys were spouting lies, I was pacing in front of his room that night.
Very well. Please tell the court what you witnessed the night of the murder.
Leave it to me, Edgy Poo. Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around in the hallway in front of his room. There was something I was interested in finding out, you know. Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room. It was on guard, mad on guard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room. What patience, since he won't stop whining at my door.
So, Mr. On Guard came out from the victim's room, and Pooch needs to come into Divas.
Go to bed. Go to bed.
Pooch, stay awake.
Nope, go to your bed.
Diva's
Right.
bed.
No, his
Yes.
bed. He has a bed. He needs to stay in it. I don't know why. Like, Emmy's got him trained to go to his bed and not to jump in the bed, you know, in her room. But he never listens when I try to tell him to do the exact same thing. Go back to your bed. Jesus Christ. See, it has to be him. He's the murderer.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
All right.
Anyway, after the ceremony, I went. Oh, I don't need to read that again. That's the thing.
Miss Oldbag, what was your post on that night?
Lobby. I was supposed to help set up the stage for that trifling show. But I refused to help, I'll have you know. It was for that lead-headed samurai show. That's right. I even took out a few of the nails. Wait. What? Did you just agree to property damage and sabotaging the event?
Oh, maybe it's a good thing the show didn't go on.
Besides, that manager with the glasses seemed to be working hard at it without me. So I thought I'd take a break and spread my wings a little. And as
words when you went to hang around the victim's door? Something you were interested in? And just what was that?
It's not some little thing I can just go around telling everyone, you know. It's top secret between me and Juan. Uh-huh. And Ejiku, of course.
Mr. Edgeworth, what is this thing she was interested in? I assure you I have no idea. I despise gossip, Your Honor.
Gossip, so it was the tabloid.
What did she prove relevant? What should it prove relevant? We can always have it appended to her testimony later.
Looks like we should enforce it right now.
And did the witness stay in the vicinity of the victim's door the entire time?
Oh? Then would you tell us the number of people who went in and out of Mr. Kurida's room?
I have no idea.
It's two doubts.
Honestly, her and the judge just take the cake for the top two simps in the game. I wasn't born, so I could count things from those who didn't pay attention in class. What? That's why ever since I turned 20, I quit keeping track of how old I really am.
Yes, well, that would explain why her age was not included in the report, nor was it included in the court's record. Right. In any case, the witness saw someone great.
Who in the world was that?
I'm not allowed to say. This sort of information has to be carefully guarded from the masses, Sonny. The man that came out of Juan's room. It was. He was.
Yes, he was.
I'm too scared I can't say his name out loud. What? Is she gonna say it was the killer? Or like, I don't know. She's talking about Matt, right?
I would think so. I don't know why she's being all dramatic over it.
Well, she's saying it had to have been Matt, but she can't say for sure then.
Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this, but what I wouldn't give to have Francisca's whip right about now.
Well, I guess I can tell you since he was such a bad boy anyway. Oh, it's gonna be Matt, yeah.
That's a real roundabout way to get here.
Yeah. You saw my client. Are you sure about that, John Cena? Yes, see? Really? Annoying brat. When I say I saw someone, I saw that person. Except you didn't last time. Except you didn't. Why do I get a sense of deja vu?
Maybe to avoid a repeat of last year, I should delve into this a bit further.
The person's clothes? Or what they were... No, I don't know.
All three of them seem likely.
But the person's clothes, I'm waiting for it to be like, oh, he was in the skilled, what is it? The nickel samurai, yeah.
I was stretching, sorry.
Oh, I thought it was, you sounded... This is gonna sound like another jab at you being old, but you sounded like the judge.
I mean, you're not not wrong in any regard. I am old and sometimes do sound like the judge who I am forcing to be old, so that's just where I'm at. It's fine.
Indeed. Well, you do it well.
Please tell the court about the man's clothes in more detail.
What a troublesome man you are. Really, as if something like that matters. But it does.
But you didn't.
Yes, same energy. Now what was it? Oh yes, it was that thing.
What thing?
That gaudy thing he's always wearing. That racing jacket. Oh, that sounds like it could have been. Yeah.
He was wearing that at the detention center too.
That thing's meant for nothing but seducing women out of their pantaloons. Men. And some... Anyway.
Right. I'm not even gonna get into that.
So, Mr. Wright, was this testimony just now important or relevant in any way?
It was very important.
Of course it was important, Your Honor.
Then perhaps you would like to point out the part of that testimony that was important.
I would love to. But don't you see it, Edgeworth, Mr. Perfect?
You will not bait me, right?
Are you sure? I'm doing a pretty good job. Your Honor, I request what the witness said about the jacket be appended to her testimony.
I don't quite see where you're going with this, but alright.
Oh, well, I don't like to badmouth anyone without reason, but if I must...
Okay. Oh, if we go back here... And do another one. To get all of the things amended. Oh, wait. Shit, I didn't see that.
I guess not.
He's not my client, are you sure about that? No, I guess not. I guess I'm going to have to press a little harder on this one. There's got to be some sort of huge contradiction I can find here.
Okay,
it
so
must
let's
be
go to
about
the
the jacket,
evidence then. Yeah.
He was wearing his flashy racing jacket just for show.
Are you sure the defendant was wearing a racing jacket?
What do you think? It's not like I've seen him in anything other than that horrible thing.
Well, if he was supposed to be getting ready for the thing, shouldn't he have already been dressed up in costume, maybe?
I don't know.
It was the press
I don't know what
conference.
it's...
I think they said that he was supposed to do the press conference. And it was like, I think you're right, yes. I don't remember the timeline, but I think the time he was supposed to do the press conference was like after the murder or whatever, and he was gonna do it in his full getup.
That's why Adrian allegedly went to go get Juan. It was because they both had to be ready for that, I thought, but who knows what the timeline is. That is, I'm sure he was wearing it.
She's so sure of herself that it's to the point of self-absorption.
She may not remember things or be mistaken here and there, but I don't think she's lying.
That's bad for us, really bad. Unless...
But that's how the human mind is. It also has the tendency to jump off topic. She strayed onto a few interesting side topics this time too, hasn't she, Felix? But that's what makes her a sweet old lady, right?
Are we talking about the same lady? I mean, that's because you're not the one who has to question her, so... Alright, so I guess we have to...
I meant to push tab and I pushed Q. Wearing his flashy red jackets.
Alright, unless... Do we have a picture or something to say how he should have looked?
He was supposed to be wearing his costume, because that's what has blood.
Ah, yeah, it was in his hakama. That's better than a picture. Oh, almost better than a picture.
Miss Oldbag.
What? Don't say my name for no reason with that little tone of yours.
Do you know what this is?
It's a rock.
Ah! It's button number 2 on the Jammin' Ninja's costume.
Yeah, now I know she's an obsessed fan. She identified it in a single glance. I just expected her to say it's a button.
Give it here. If you don't give it to me, I'll punish you with this. And
Wow. She really is a diehard fan to want a button covered in blood.
emphasis on the die hard.
This button was discovered on Mr. Unguard's body during a full body search.
See? This button proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it was that rascal on guard.
It was caught up in the pleats of his nickel samurai Hakama pants.
See? And in guard is the nickel samurai.
Witness. Now, it may just be me, and I do have an active imagination. But just now, didn't you say that the defendant, Matt Guard, was wearing his usual racing jacket?
Your Honor, I believe she has died.
Oh, I wish. I'm so sorry. Sorry that you judge people based on what they wear. If I were the trendiest dressed than me, instead I had to put up with that. We're here in the spring, look at this outfit is hideous, right? Paper cord stuck in my chest. Let me tell you, it's heavy, so heavy. I wish we could switch CDs ages ago. Dream of life for the kids out there. I understand. Now take a look at the mirror. Your clothes are around. If you has documentary and curling, you should take a tip of 10.
Hold your tongue still there for 1 second. You're gonna make the gamers pass out from trying to read all that stuff in one go.
I tried.
What you saw in actuality was not Mr. On Guard the man, but Mr. On Guard the idol. The Nickel Samurai, a symbol of peace and justice.
And when you think about it, we're really one and the same anyway.
Miss Oldbag, this is a very important point we're talking about.
You're the sort of person who thinks Toshinori Yagi is the same person as All Might. But
She totally is. She totally is.
I don't know who those people are. Ichibu, do you think so too?
I do not think that Toshinori Yagi is the same as All Might.
Edward, I knew we were meant to be. I mean,
No,
just because you...
it might be something worth considering.
Just say it's important and agree with me for a change. No, that, that they're not the same person. You know as well as I do.
Witness, think carefully and try to remember as much as you can before you testify.
Alright, if you insist.
I should be the one sighing, not you. My life is a living hell.
On guard. Yes, now I remember. The Nickel Samurai. That's right, it was the Nickel Samurai that I saw. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder.
So essentially you felt the same thing twice if what you're saying is true.
He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know. So he must have worn that Nickel Samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan. I'm glad you could say such lines with a smile on your face.
I knew it. I knew you'd say he was inside that costume.
What? Did you think there could have been someone else inside that costume? Don't be a bad little boy thinking such rude things.
But the possibility does exist. It happened not too long ago.
Youngins today. I told you, there is no way it was anyone else. It couldn't happen a second time. Coincidences like that don't just happen.
And how do you know?
Because I said so. And I control destinies.
Bailiff,
And what
open
I say is the
fire.
truth.
Give her a taste of the real rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat.
Right. Oh, at least she's just as delightful a witness as she was a year ago. Just my luck.
Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the hag.
Gladly. Would you please get on with your testimony?
Watch your language, young man. What sort of tone is that to take with an elder? My youthfulness isn't what it used to be, so you should forgive me for everything.
I'm about to sound so ageist. Here I go being ageist again.
If you keep on barking at me like that, I'll start singing at the top of my lungs.
What?
A striking figure by the sea, standing all alone is he. He's the nickel samurai.
She's actually singing. Someone help my poor ears, dear God.
Alright, Pearls, I'm gonna give you control for just a few seconds here, and she is your target.
One day, Mystic Mia.
I need only 5 seconds.
Exactly.
Mr. Edgeworth, can you please do something about this before the child commits murder?
Witness, I'll give you a piece of gum later if you just stick to the facts.
Okay. You promised, right?
What? Wait, no. Why does she get a piece of gum?
Right.
I deserve all the candy.
I'll be sending the bill for the chewing gum to your office at a later date.
Dude, why would you do that to me? Remind me to send you a thank you note later too, Edgeworth, old chum, love of my life.
Gum.
Oh, and Pearls, time's up.
Be a little more be a little more careful with your testimony, please. Not too long ago, you said he was wearing his racing jacket, and now he's not.
Not too long ago. Then let me ask you this. When you were itty bitty, what was your grand dream?
To marry Edgeworth, to be a defense attorney. Why is this relevant?
What did you want to be when you grew up, whippersnapper?
Edgeworth, a defense attorney.
I wanted to be a surfer.
What?
Dare I say, that makes no sense.
It's nothing. Little Edgeworth, who was in his bow tie, wanted to be just like his dad, actually wanted to be a surfer this whole time. Yeah, that's some retconning.
Well, I wanted to be Judge Wagner, hero of the public sport. So what?
I didn't care about the legal system until my father died in an elevator.
That's interesting. I'm sorry to hear it.
See? And look where you are now. You're not Judge Wagner, are you? Are you?
What does this have to do with you 5 minutes ago claiming one thing that wasn't true? Compared to what I thought, what I wanted. Oh, I hate this.
What I said earlier. Who puts any weight into things like that?
Twitter.
What?
Twitter does. I have said
Oh,
many
Twitter.
things over my several lifetimes, and they constantly tweet at me about it. Do they
Yeah.
not realize how much a man can change in 500 years?
I'm sure it's hell.
The now is everything.
I can't be held responsible for the past.
Exactly. Burning women at the stake was just common practice back then. It wasn't anything personal, and yet still they're like, this judge shouldn't be a judge. He used to condemn people to death for witchcraft.
Judge, we're gonna come back to that. Since when did the court become theatrics over testimonies? And since when was the judge on a Twitter rant?
All that matters is that man was inside that costume. Isn't that enough? Except, what if he wasn't?
Oh, I got an achievement. Judge Wagner.
Oh.
Press Olbek's claim that it was the Nickel Samurai I saw. Well, okay.
Oh. Interesting. Okay. I guess that's some deep lore that Phoenix wanted to be Judge Wagner.
And why would that be?
That way, no one could see his face, of course. But there's, he would still be in his costume.
There's no advantage for him that I can see. Literally none. In fact, you would think the costume would make him stand out all the more. It would definitely be him. You would see that and be like, yep, he definitely did it.
I don't like your face. You're such an annoying child, you know that? You disagree with everything I say. Right to the top.
Isn't that what you're always doing to me? I don't... Oh, stay calm, right? You can do this.
I got it. Maybe it was more troublesome for him to change in and out of his costume.
Was there anyone else scheduled to appear at the post-ceremony show?
Well, all the contestants were supposed to go on stage in a friendly gesture thing.
And that included the Jammin' Ninja?
Of course it included him. That's why when On Guard came out of Dear Fun's room, I didn't give it a second thought.
I see.
Well, anyway.
So let me ask you one last time. The person you saw, it really was the Nickel Samurai?
As showy as ever. Haven't I been saying that from the very beginning? No.
I throw in the towel yet. Can I give up? No, Maya needs me. I can't.
You don't need to think too hard on this one. It's only going to do you worse. Bad. It's already affecting me. Oh god. She's just so unbearable.
Yeah, I know. Let's just get through this. I know.
There's a contradiction in your testimony, and it's sitting in plain sight. The question is, what that contradiction means for us.
Well, I have to figure out what you're talking about first, but okay.
As we all know, you won't just tell me. And that's fine.
Not even when your sister's life's on the line. Just, it's time to be Kyoko.
Okay. Oh god, I remember Nickel Samurai. That's right, it was Nickel Samurai I saw. Would have been convenient for him to wear the costume during the murder. He had to go to the post-ceremony stage right after. So he must have worn the Nickel Samurai costume when stabbing poor Juan. to a crime scene. Strangled with a scarf, stabbed with a knife.
Is it that it happened at the top? Like, yeah,
Well, she's
yeah, I
saying
guess.
stabbed, but he was actually strangled. I don't know if that would be it, but I suppose that's a
I
thing.
guess if we save and then to choose one.
Probably a good idea. You know what else would be good? Where am I? Mia just cluing us in on what she's thinking. That'd be
That
really
would definitely be good.
Trying to go back. Those customers again. I almost wonder if it's like, if he was strangling him, right? It'd take two hands to like pull the scarf around his neck. And like, I don't know if he could do that with whatever this thing going on with his hand is. Like with that gloved hand, he'd be good. But I don't know what like the functionality of the kind of robot arm is. But I also don't know if that's really what we're going for here.
I don't either. The strangled when he was allegedly stabbed.
Also,
is-
he wouldn't have left fingerprints, if he was in the costume.
That is very
don't know
true,
if that's-
actually.
I don't know if that's good for us necessarily, but I guess it's a contradiction.
That might be exactly what Mia's talking about. Like, I don't know what that means for us, but
So in stabbing him, if it was with this one, really safe.
hey, that's probably it. Please take a look at this. Yeah, so it's a knife. Big deal. Very shiny knife. If you're trying to scare me with that, I'll have you know it won't work. I've seen knives before. No, that's not my intention at all. So good to know that they don't work on you.
It's a knife that was used in the murder, correct? We should test it out to make sure it's still capable of murder. Bailiff, stab the woman.
Okay, Your Honor, before you do that, do you know why this piece of evidence is important to this case?
Because it's shiny. And of course, it's the defendant's fingerprints. I see you, gamers.
I have a feeling I will be able to counteract this effortlessly. Oh, here we go again. Is that what you're driving at?
You're darn tootin', that's what I'm driving at.
Phoenix, you can't even drive.
What are we driving at?
Big
Whose
deal.
car? Who has a license? I'm not allowed anymore.
If Mr. Ringard was really in the Nickel Samurai costume at the time of the murder,
It was past his bedtime.
then it's impossible for his... It's impossible for his fingerprints to have been left on this knife, alright?
That's what I was saying also.
Shut up. Actually, you would have wiped all previous fingerprints on this knife right off. So there's still room for the hole, but he was strangled.
Oh, that's right. The Nickel Samurai wears gloves, doesn't he? And one big mecha arm.
He probably took his gloves off before he began the stabbing. He wanted to feel his heart puncture, like Rick Flag.
What?
Like Rick... We saw Suicide Squad.
Oh, like Rick Flat. Yeah, okay, I couldn't hear what you said. And why would he do something like that? To leave his prints on the murder weapon? There is no way he would do something like that. He's dumb, but he's not that dumb.
However, there's one possibility.
Then let's hear your possibility.
It's very simple. The defendant would commit victim's room while in costume as the legal samurai. And at that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. He was probably just going to relax and talk with the victim about the stage show. Which is why he took his gloves off. As they say, the gloves are off now.
They do say that, but the murder still took place.
It is well known that there was bad blood between the defendant and the victim. They were not roommates.
Roommates, I've heard that before. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about Mr. Edgeworth's theory? Were the gloves off?
Alright, so let me get this straight.
I know that was
Edward's-
difficult for you, Phoenix, but good job.
Thanks, I'm really, really proud of myself. Edgeworth's theory goes like this. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intention of killing him, even though he took the whole it was premeditated angle before. Now, to this point, are there any problems with this theory? There is a contradiction. For sure, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
But we never do.
We figure it out as we go. I've actually been on oh, I don't know what the name of the subreddit is, but like a lawyers of Reddit sort of thing, where it actually surprises me how kind of similar some of the stories are to like what Phoenix does. Like I don't sometimes I just yeah, like where like you just prove contradictions. Just find the contradictions and they'll just give it to you basically. If they say something that's very obviously not true and you just pull that thread and it just falls apart, and some defense attorneys who, you know, thought they were doomed ended up getting, you know, close call victories. And I'm like, wow. Maybe Phoenix Wright is a little accurate, you know, among all the other shenanigans they do. Anyway, this theory contradicts something in an earlier testimony.
And what are you about? Blah, 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 blah. That's what you sound like.
Wow, that was cute. Now, for argument's sake, let's suppose Mr. Ungard was the killer. If that's the case, I think it's impossible for the killer to have gone to the victim's room without intent. He wanted to have a glass of tomato juice with him. Got it.
Strangle with blood.
Is it talking about the... Is it talking about Adrian? That's the only common thread they got between them. As, I mean, aside from being... I'm talking about the tabloid where it says they were intimate or something. I don't know. I just still don't... I don't think... I'm not confident in that. But, like, why would he... If he had to assume why he went to the room in the first place, maybe it's to talk about his manager and whether or not they were close or something.
So, will you present this, the article?
I think so, but I don't... What are the other options again? I can't think of anything else. That's the reason why I'm defaulting.
These aren't really relevant. The article saying that they are intimate. There's a map. Possible killer gone through it. Empties water, bears Creed's fingerprints. There's Andrew's fingerprints, tomato juice. I mean, it's like... These are the suicide reports, it's not bad. I mean, unless we're gonna try... I don't know if we're going this far yet, but say Adrian is the real killer. And be like, the killer did go to the room with intent to kill, but it wasn't. Well, no, because they...
I'm still sure at some point we're gonna have to try to pin this on Adrian and prove that that's not true.
I'm gonna use that. On guards manager tells you when it's all together. Where's oh, that wasn't what I meant to do, was it? There's a put it's valued lawyers, but okay, not her profile, but rather the well, if for a second the man on guard is the murderer. From that angle, if he didn't have a murderous intent from the very beginning, okay, so yeah, the rather her not her profile, but the thing about them. Which is the clipping.
Yeah. No?
You sure like you can bluff your way out of things. Well, it got us this far. Phoenix, pay attention. We can't. Put for a second the man on guard is murder for now. If he didn't have a murderous intent from the very beginning, then that means there is a third.
Did he want
So there's an object that
guitar?
shouldn't be at the crime.
Oh, this is an object that shouldn't be at the center.
Busy collecting your thoughts, yes. Argument saying that so was he was a killer, that's the case. So there's something that shouldn't be at the crime scene. That's because it has this finger? The guitar? Is it?
I know, that's what I said, but I didn't think it was it.
Sure, yeah.
Don't live forever and hide to be lawyers. Jesus.
Okay. This didn't contradict something in an earlier testimony. What do you about that? For argument's sake, let's suppose Mr. Ongard was the killer. If that's the case, it's possible for the killer to have gone to... Oh, right, because he's saying that he went and took his gloves off because he didn't want to kill him.
Oh.
But we're saying that he, for argument's sake, that couldn't have been the case because we were talking about this with the fingerprints that would have been killing him. That shows.
Yeah, I thought about that, but I thought that was too obvious. Like we were just rehashing.
Yeah, it's weird.
We don't tend to
You don't tend to reuse proof or evidence or whatever.
Back to back, at least.
Yeah.
This knife. This was used by Mr. Ongard at dinner.
Yes.
Which means that if my client was, in fact, the killer, then he brought this knife with him when he went to visit Mr. Kurita.
I suppose.
However, you just said it yourself. At that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. If that were true, then why would he bring a knife? He wouldn't, would he? But that knife was... We proved earlier that the knife was already at the crime scene.
I'm lost.
Right.
What are we trying to
Right? He was... That's the same room. Like, he was... There were two plates.
Yeah, that's why I'm
two
kind of like
sets
getting
silverware.
confused because we're like proving stuff and then disproving it and reproving it for different means, and I don't know what the logic is here. But Phoenix will explain it to us, maybe.
Fingers crossed. Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, your theory was flawed from supposition 1.
Your supposition, a word we all know.
And one more thing. Why do you hear the artist in the room?
A supposition is an uncertain belief, just in case someone didn't know, not me.
It wasn't me, I'm a lawyer. If the murderer was wearing the costume at the time of the murder, then there should be glove marks left on the knife. Which means the defendant's fingerprints shouldn't be all over it like bees on a hive. That was awfully American analogy of me. And that brings me to my final point. This knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us. And you fell for it, hook, line, and sinker.
Order! Order, I say! Order in the court! None of us are hooks, lines, or sinkers! Was this knife really planted by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing?
To frame him.
To hide their... well.
Frame him, because that's like the whole...
yeah.
Well, I see what
I
you're saying,
guess.
because it was the scarf. But I think
Yeah.
we're going towards the whole thing of like, this is all too obvious, too much stuff to point on guard. I should
Yeah,
say.
I was jumping... Yeah, I think I was just jumping the gun. I think you're right. I was already getting to that, but it was a scarf.
Right.
It's to frame my client, Mr. On Guard, of course. Except that thing hasn't gone away. Okay, it did. I feel better now.
Let me put away the health bar for just a moment.
Oh god, wait, did we speak too soon?
Aren't you forcing the interpretation just a little too hard on this one? Give me that health bar back. I'm not satisfied.
Oh, keep that health bar away from me. We just established that the witness saw the Nickel Samurai in costume. And if that were true, then there shouldn't be a single fingerprint on this knife.
Witness. You've been awfully
Oh, I
and
love it when he gets
uncharacteristically
flustered.
quiet, and I can't believe I'm asking this, but say something.
Oh, looks like I've made your life a tiny bit more difficult, haven't you, Boo? Oh, the little defense attorney's got you all twisted up
I
inside.
forgot that I also didn't like this part of the courtroom.
Witness, did you or did you not really see the Nickel Samurai? Can we just get a straight answer?
Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but...
Bailiff, open fire.
Are you saying you mixed up Mr. On Guard with the Nickel Samurai, his character on TV?
But I mean, I can't really do anything about that now. Look, I was waiting around in front of their doors because, well, I wasn't waiting around for the Nickel Samurai, that's for sure.
She wasn't waiting around for the Nickel Samurai, she was waiting to see if Adrian Andrews was a whore. Alright then, who were you waiting around for then?
That's top secret to anyone outside of security.
I have a feeling that you were waiting for Mr. Juan Corrida. Am I correct?
The way you think, you are a sad amateur with a terrible case of nearsightedness.
Amateur. Me. What am I an amateur of? I've done this for 300 years.
So, Old Bag was waiting around in front of the victim's room. But it doesn't sound like she was waiting to catch a glimpse of Mr. Krita.
Maybe. Phoenix. Maybe the old bag was... the old bag was waiting around for that person.
I am picking up what you're putting down, Mia. It's certainly possible. Miss Old Bag.
Oh, good health bar's back.
Don't worry, it'll go away soon enough. Don't get attached. You were waiting for this person to come out of the victim's room, weren't you?
My daughter. My other daughter.
My scruffy detective.
Herself. To the victim's room.
Yeah, you can save if you want, but I'm pretty sure it's Adrian.
Because she saw the tabloid thing, right? Beforehand.
Exactly.
Right.
And who is this?
She's an obsessed fan. Her idol's not allowed to date. This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. On Guard's manager.
But why would the defendant's manager be in the victim's room? That seems like a no-no.
It seems that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor.
Spicy. I see.
The judge.
So spicy. This is basically forbidden love. The idols couldn't know. Oh my.
The judge. I knew that judge was an idol stan. I knew it. I knew it in my bones. He's really into it. If it can be called such a thing as an article.
This manager with the initials R period. Are you saying it's
Adrian Andrews, without a doubt, the witness thought so as well.
Looks like you found me out. Well, that's fine. I can throw away this whole sworn to confidentiality stuff then.
Witness, I don't know if that's... What are you...
Watch out, Phoenix. I've got a bad feeling about this. A very, very, very bad feeling. I'm gonna go hide in the library.
Yeah, this is probably the point where Miles Edgeworth comes in and is like, I knew you would. You just activated my trap card. Blah, blah, blah.
I've got some information. Some very secret information from a certain source. So that's why I was doing my own little investigation. In secret, of course.
But why?
Oh, just for myself, as a dedicated fan, personal reasons and all that.
Alright, well, Mr. Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here?
Well, I really don't want to do this, however, I cannot simply let this point slide.
You have changed. Very well then. Witness, please testify about this secret information.
Get ready, this is gonna take the wind right out of your youngins. Oh, out of you youngins. Ratata.
I'm sure we're all capable of handling this.
Really, it's not like we're 10 years old.
Yes, I also agree, Mr. Wright.
Sorry,
I
probably
am
just
8 years old.
Karengard is one evil man. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Oh, and this is top secret, you got that? Nobody else but you and me and God know yet, okay?
The defendant sent his manager. God, what a distasteful topic for this court. Oh, I feel like Judge Judy. This is fantastic.
Mm-hmm. What's the name of that guy? Oh yeah, this is about to turn into Jerry Springer.
What? Nobody's above gossip. And isn't there a saying, the truth is never pleasant?
Never heard that one before. I'm sure the shit's ugly.
Mr.
Yes.
Edgeworth, what about this Adrian Andrews person?
We have looked into this matter and found that the truth that this article proposes is, in fact, baseless gossip.
But should this be true, then this proves that the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim.
Yeah.
Yes,
So this means.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna read the line. You go ahead.
This is why I was like, not sure why we were leaning this way, because that would give him motive. Like, bringing this up would give him a motive, and I don't know why we want that, but I guess we just had to, so we could prevent it from coming up later, potentially.
I guess it's our own way of getting a flawless victory. Is
Right,
just covering all our bases.
Yeah.
Because either way,
But even
Edgeworth would have
Edgeworth
brought
is
it up.
saying that it's baseless gossip. Whatever. I don't know. Kangaroo court.
I mean, yeah, he's saying it's basically baseless gossip, but a lesser prosecutor probably would have tried to use it, I guess. So this means I have to smash this rumor once and for all.
Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Be careful, this old bag seems rather exciting now. And think she might have to use the restroom.
That's right, and Guard is nothing but your average foul-blooded youth.
Well, I hope she doesn't pee her pants. The old saying goes, you've gotta burn old bags with fire.
I don't think so.
I don't think that's an old saying, but I like the cut of your jib, right? Because I am down to setting her on fire.
Time to fire up the afterburners and hit the highway to the danger zone. Oh my gosh.
Phoenix, you are not doing a good Flavor Town, saying right now. You're trying way too hard.
It's the caffeine. Moving on.
Okay, I'll be right back. Sorry, I gotta go to the restroom. I'm an old man.
No.
I'll be right back. Okay, time to press.
Hoot, hoot. You can't say something like that without proof. That's just slander.
But it's true, that woman was getting intimate with poor Juan. Look, it says so right here in this tabloid that spreads useless gossip. Manager to the stars, Miss AA.
But the name of the magazine this came from is Gossipland. So...
What? Are you saying that gossip is all just a pack of lies?
Mm-hmm.
What do you know? I suppose next you'll swear to me that the news is 100% true.
Just because
I
you're
mean-
correct doesn't mean you're right.
Yep.
Honestly, Sonny, you can't discriminate between news and gossip. What?
Yes, discrimination is bad, Mr. Right. It took me 200 years to learn this.
Okay, discriminate. When I
Phoenix,
literally
I
ever
can't
do.
believe that the first day I'm back and you're already getting cancelled.
Okay.
Honestly, Phoenix,
I know.
expected better from you.
Anyway, on guard will never get me to say touche. Oh, haha, very clever.
Scandal? What do you mean by that?
You're a dim-witted one, aren't you? I can't believe that prosecutor, edgy boy, decided to ever fall for you. I can't believe you don't know what a scandal is.
I'm exclusively attracted to dumbass.
Yeah, he's homosexual. I just myself.
Honestly, what are they teaching kids in middle school these days? Not to have standards.
No, I wasn't asking what the word scandal means anyway. Even I know that much. I'm not that much of a moron.
Well, that and God thought he could own a monopoly on popularity.
You don't have any proof that Mr. Uncard did any such thing.
You must be suffering from shock. The shock of hearing the truth. And now, since you're in so much shock, you can't do anything right.
You're right, I can't do anything, but boy do I wish I could do something about you.
Alright, Sonny, show me what you've got.
Show me what you got.
Can you show me proof that Uncard didn't bear any ill will towards Juan?
Yes, we can.
I should have saved. I probably should have saved now.
Yep. I'm not gonna let you push me around that easily. I'm just gonna keep doing what I do.
There's many a man who said those exact words and paid dearly for them. I brought them all under the heel of my boot.
Well, maybe you should brace yourself this time. Here is my proof that Mr. Uncard did not hold any ill will towards the victim.
Oh, well, he said he was winning.
I know, that's what I'm thinking, but we don't have proof of that.
I mean, he said it. Do we?
I mean, I'm saying we don't have anything.
I know, I wonder if we present the profile of him
Oh.
and be like,
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, we all lose
It's only-
one health, so.
Yeah.
Okay, probably. What were you handing it over to me for?
So you can give that jagged-headed baboon boy a message for me, please. That's no matter what he does, the only thing he's good at is failing.
What she said right. What should I say? Baboon boy.
Yes, I
Really?
agree, baboon boy.
What? Wow, I think I missed Porcupine Head. Spiky-haired idiots. Why is this nickname a thing?
So he's approved, give me feedback, see whatever I want. Good. Okay, so. Okay, we'll try on other ones. Tricks, I think it was this one.
So what do you mean by I took action?
Like I already told you, I was lying in wait close to the crime scene. Once that slimy woman came out of Juan's room,
Tackle her.
I was going to capture her and teach her a good lesson. Something you youngins need.
You're going to teach her a good lesson. Sounds kinky.
I was going to make her eat eats the damaging beams of my ray gun. And yes, it does sound kinky.
No, stop playing. Oh god, I'm hit.
Oh? You didn't see her come through the door at all? Interesting. I don't know what, I mean,
This doesn't necessarily help us.
I know. That's not
Well, I mean, if she was in
great.
costume, though. I don't remember what theory we're
True.
entertaining right now, but and it's hard because she's so fucking inconsistent and never tells the truth. So, like, if she didn't see her, but she was in costume, then there's that.
Yeah, because, I mean, okay, so the thing is, though, they said that there were her fingerprints were on the glass, so she had to have gotten in there somehow, and you never saw her, so the only option is that she was in costume? It's a slight leap. Whoa, I feel like we've made bigger leaps. Yeah, so it was. She didn't come through the door that night that you know of. Wait.
What? I'm a busy woman. Tea time with the kids is over.
Secret information that no one else knows yet. If that's true, then how do you know this secret information?
Well, that's because I'm a pro. Yes, that's it. It's a secret. Even if you drill a hole in my brain, you'll never find out.
How in the world did that old bat get such a secret piece of information?
Hey, Edgeworth, can you ask pretty please? That's not the right approach at all, Phoenix.
This is not what I wanted. This is the flight that fanfiction needs. Exactly. I completely lost track. What's the evidence we're trying to, or no, the information that she has?
She has secret information that the girl never came out.
I don't think that was it. I think it's supposed to be secret information that is it supposed to be secret information that the tablet is true?
Maybe.
I don't want to read this line. Don't be a good girl and tell me where you got this secret information. You won't get to go home today.
It's okay. I don't like going home anyway, Mr. Nick.
Alright.
Percy,
Monsieur.
go back to the Shadow Realm.
If I must.
Edgy Poo, what are you doing? Help me! Isn't he supposed to say these kinds of things to you?
What do I have to do with this?
Let's do this for me. Take one for the team. You'll get your reward. You know, whether it's by me or by him.
I don't want your reward, but you don't leave me much choice. The witness could have gotten your information from anywhere. It's even possible that it was spontaneously made up inside the witness's head.
Wow.
What are you proving here, Edgeworth? You lost me. Everyone is just... Oh.
As long as we don't know where this information came from, it's quite a waste of time to focus on this line of questioning.
Okay, where did old bat get her inside information? Oh, isn't it the camera? Doesn't she have a lot of camera? Maybe? I think she has a picture or something? Because it went missing and we still haven't found it?
And she did say capture, like capture an image, mayhaps?
Sounds like just another tidbit of gossip, doesn't it?
But you can't just ignore it either. If it makes your client look bad either way.
Well, I don't think I heard anything really out of the ordinary just now,
There
except...
has to be something you can catch her on.
Yep, and when I find it, I'm gonna press the heck out of it.
And we did.
Like I do.
Oh, shit. God damn it. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Press on it first, and then that brings us to
So, no one else is supposed to know this secret information, correct? Oh yeah, because she's the one that was like, a week in advance. That's why we assumed she had the cameras, because she said it was going to be next week's, tabloid article.
right.
If that's true, then why do you know it, Miss Oldbag?
Why are you looking at me like that? Stop it! It's like you're undressing me with your eyes.
I assure you
Witness,
he's
I would-
adding more clothes.
Did you say, I suppose, I assure you he's not even close?
Yes, I assure you he's adding more clothes.
Oh, adding more clothes, gotcha. Okay, That's the only thing I can think of. No, not. Oh, it looked like you weren't presenting the camera. It looked like you were presenting the article, but good. The investigative photographer, a lot of heart.
Should be banned from this courtroom.
Yeah, she's never coming back.
Yes, I remember that mischievous girl. The only one I tend to not care for.
Yeah, she's the worst. But she reported that she had lost a certain note she had written to herself.
She reported such a thing.
On that piece of paper, she had written down some of her impressions about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews.
What? Outrageous ideas, you say?
No, I said impressions. Wow, I didn't even see the line there. No, I said impressions. I corrected myself.
Then everything written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless?
And there's the butter. That's the note.
Bailiff, tackle her!
No, you see, this is something completely different.
Tie her down! Bind her throat!
This is my top secret list of groceries to buy!
Then you are the one who took Miss Hart's note, and mayhaps her camera.
I'm a huge fan of quads, that's right.
That camera was $1,600.
That infamous, puffy-haired whippersnapper. She's working with evil on God. She said so herself. On God, I'm his sidekick. She was so happy, smiling like a silly duck.
I've always seen her as more of a frog, but I get it.
I was only checking what she had written.
Alright, so you are going to jail for thievery.
As you believe me, you'll get me out of this, won't you?
Judge, hit the gavel for guilty. Why does she keep coming back to me? We're not friends.
I was only trying to help out like the angel I am. It's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything else before. I'm the most innocent angel there is.
You really should come with a supply of cheese to match your vintage wine.
That's up there in my favorite insults by him.
That was a nice in-character burn. Well, it was only a piece of paper. I suppose she doesn't need to go to jail for just this one time.
I mean, are we really... Are you telling me you would not use any excuse to get this woman locked up after all the trouble she's caused all of us? No. Okay. I guess she looks like she's really sorry.
Phoenix, your age is in the showing.
Right. I just... Okay, but if I let up on her now, she'll just get away. Oh, I'm gonna get canceled for this. But I have to find some way to inflict a deafening blow to the prosecution. Witness. You said that the only thing you stole was that note. Oh yeah, there was the camera. Is this correct? Didn't you say, yeah, it was in the case.
So, why don't you listen more carefully, you annoying brat? I saved this piece of paper from the terrible, lonely trash can, that's all.
It was in the trash can. Unless she's
lying.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I want to assume she's lying, but that would be interesting if the note was found in the trash and someone else has the camera. I don't know. You're lying, damn it, and I can prove it.
Phoenix, a quarter in the swear jar.
I'm sorry.
Are you putting my credibility under scrutiny again? Moi? Me?
Miss Oldbat, I am willing to stake my health bar. Except I'm not. Stop saving. I'm willing to... I know. I was gonna say that, like, actually game save. Oh, I don't believe that the note is only being stolen at night. Oh yeah, just yeah. Missile bag. That note was with a camera inside its case, wasn't it?
A camera!
Yesterday, Lotta Hart was raising a huge stink over her camera.
No, it's not
Just
one thing,
spewing
it's another.
shit. Yes, honestly. She kept saying something like, my sweet, I want to do Phoenix impersonating Lotta Hart, but it's, my sweet $1,600 camera disappeared on me.
Phoenix, impersonations never have been your strong suit.
I know, I'm working on it.
It was like she was in the courtroom! Witness!
And what is it, Gramps?
If you have the note, then it is only logical that you have the camera too. You were really gonna try to get away with this camera? Like, that's straight up that we were gonna just let her go? Can we persecute her now?
Looks like you found me out again, Sonny. Oh, I'll let you. I almost got away with it if it weren't for you and your
logic.
Yeah, this is the camera you're looking for. Oh, is this the camera you're looking for?
Yes. Yeah, I don't like Lotta at all. But, like, if someone tried to get away with stealing something worth $600 from me, slammer.
What? Even though I look like this, I'm still a person, you know. I'm just a harmless old lady. I still eat meals like you. I fall in love and borrow things from people.
I think your borrow definition is a little illegal.
I mean, I saw that woman's business card, and that's when I noticed it said Slimeback Celebrity Photographer Extraordinaire. Well, when I saw that, I had to know what sort of picture she had taken.
Is that really something?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I was gonna say I wouldn't put it past her, but
I'm a professional security guard. It's my business to know these things.
Bailiff! Check this camera's photos, hurry! We must examine them at once! Fade to black. To be continued? No, immediately. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do we have?
There's only one photo that seems to be relevant to this case. There's a lot of poor landscape photography, several selfies, and many, many blurred images.
Okay, present it to the court, the one that's good. This is the Nickel Samurai.
I'm just taking it in.
I don't see anything that like doesn't match up when we. Excuse me. Already know.
Yeah, I was gonna try to make the argument that maybe it's looking a little thin like a woman's frame, but I don't think it might be just a. Oh, see. Yeah, I think it's probably fine. I'm just trying to search for something.
So yeah, I told you, that's the guy I saw.
Oh, he's wearing the gloves, though.
He is wearing gloves.
Excuse me.
This proves that the witness was not lying earlier about this matter. Lotta's photo is now in the court record. But what does this all mean, Mr. Edgeworth? Explain it to the slower gamers among us.
This photo by itself does not prove the person in it is the defendant. However, in his own confession, Mr. On Guard clearly stated that, at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume.
Well, if that is the case, then this Nickel Samurai is...
The defendant.
How did it come to this? I think this brings us to the end. We have examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. Final comments, Mr. Wright. The court will consider them before we close, and I sentence your daughter to death. Do you agree that this decisive photo is decisive evidence against your indecisive client?
Well, I decisively object. If this photo really isn't decisive, then we're done for. Please objection here and blow it, then I would put Maya's life in jeopardy, which means we should save. I can't make a mistake here. There's only one road out of this mess. This photo that Lotta took. There's something strange with it, because it always
You have
is.
to say that there is.
Exactly. There's something strange with this photo.
Oh, I knew this was coming, right? Let me guess. You think that this person has boobs?
Mr. Edgeworth, you can't say that!
I think we can all agree that there is nothing strange with this photo. There's no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even with a bunker buster.
Debunk with a bunker buster. Is that what you're planning to do, Mr. Wright? Do you have a bomb? Bailiff!
What the heck is a bunker? Is that what it is? It's a bomb? I guess, yeah, something that blows up bunkers. That's my first time hearing that term. Is it a common one I just don't know about?
I think it's like a military thing, I think.
It sounds like one.
Bunker
I mean,
buster.
I wanted to assume because bunkers,
Yeah, it's
but
a bunker buster is a type of munition that's designed to bust bunkers. Penetrate hardened targets or targets buried deep underground, such as military bunkers.
oh well.
Apparently, it's also called
Gotta
a Disney
love
bomb.
war.
Oh no,
I'm
Disney
sorry.
bomb was a bunker buster that was used
Oh.
by. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it's a term. I have no idea if
Yeah,
that would
more.
be something that's actually commonly said in Japan, but whatever.
Yeah, maybe whoever did the translation here knew the equivalent. Well. Anyway, please look at the photo one more time.
If you really believe you can honestly, totally find something actually wrong with this photo, by all means. You should only need one chance, one shot, correct?
Spaghetti, palms, sweaty.
He can do it in half a second. Go, Phoenix.
Please don't.
Right now.
I
Do it with his
have to
eyes
find-
closed.
I find something wrong with this photo. I can't let this chance
Please,
go
give me
by.
that photo. Flip it into shreds.
Here
You
we
can do it
got
off
one.
his memory.
I've not thrown away mine. God. Where in the heck did she take this photo from anyway? It's a lot of focus. Why can't she take a good shot, especially when it counts? She's so useless. I hate Lotta Hart so much.
No,
Even when she's not here, she's a nuisance.
Let's hear your objection as you mutter curses under your breath.
Alright. So,
Oh fuck, we can't go and look. Damn it. We can't look at the photo. The other photo. I wanted to look at the Cynical Samurai one again. Okay.
well, we can't see the arm from here.
Yeah, but I mean, you got the gears. Oh
Yeah,
shit!
we
I
do.
wasn't trying to click. I was just trying to move. Okay, well, it's this person here, of course. I mean, the Nickel Samurai. Silent murder, Mr. Ron Robertson's room. Okay, let's see. I wanted to look at. Let's see, because we can see the gears. You know what we couldn't see? You know what we couldn't see? Do you know what we couldn't see? Feet.
Yeah. True.
Anyway, so we fucked up. Yeah. Phoenix, you fucked up. Accept it. Reload your data save file. We all know you messed up. Hey, no feet. She too short. Do we have heights and stuff? I don't think we do.
Nah.
No, just ages. 20-year-old, 21-year-old man versus a 23-year-old woman. They could very well be the same height, but
Looks like, yeah, we can... Yeah. I would like to direct the court's attention to this one area right here.
Ain't
And
nobody
for all
dragging
you
there.
feet...
Yep.
feet people, you're gonna be pretty disappointed.
What are you pointing to? His ankles? That's very scandalous. Back in my day, women would be hanged for showing their ankles.
Wow, really? Okay. If you could see this person's ankles,
They'd be
that
hanged!
would be one thing. However, you can't.
Because you shouldn't. But what does this mean?
The costume person in this photo could not have been Mr. On God.
What is the meaning of this? I demand feet pics!
I wonder if you'd care to elaborate about your fetish. With facts, that is.
Edward, in all the years you've known me, I've not been a Pete person. But let's take a look at the Nickel Samurai's poster.
I have known you for a year. I have no idea what you might be into anymore. Aside from adopting every daughter that you can.
Oh yeah, well, whose fault is that? I mean, please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of the Hakama.
His socks! You can see his socks!
Exactly. However, in this photo, the Nickel Samurai is clearly holding his Hakama up just to walk. I mean... Sure?
I don't see him holding it up, but
yeah,
I don't know if the gamers would agree, Phoenix.
They don't need to, because there's only one explanation for this. The person inside this costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant.
You know I'm thinking about being short. Our official bias says that I think I am at least 1 inch taller than you.
Hey, Zona's in general. Random. Alright, I think I've turned things around for myself this time. Oh, now Tom's in general.
That's curious. What are those two doing in general?
Oh, because they're bros.
Edgeworth is unusually calm today.
Really? He was blowing up all about fucking old bag not 10 minutes ago, but sure. I guess in some ways he's calm. Maybe it has something to do with being back in his element. I don't know.
Just letting the trial run itself. As if he's only along for the ride. I guess
Oh,
technically
yeah, that-
he is just a substitute for Franziska.
Yeah, and he definitely wants me to win.
I can only guess that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all. I can't imagine him ever wanting to do anything for...
He doesn't feel under attack? Then I haven't damaged his case at all? Is that what you're saying? What? He doesn't consider me a rival? A threat?
Mr. Edgeworth, where does this leave us? If the person in this photo is not Matt on guard, then everything the prosecution has tried to prove has become meaningless.
Wrong button. I figured it would come to this.
Yeah, of course you did. You smart, beautiful bastard.
Right, I have something I want to ask you.
I'm not marrying you again. Not here. Not now.
Well, I lost that bet.
I think you have proven that the person inside this costume is not Matt on guard. In that case, who is this a photo of?
Okay, so now we go save, and then we throw Adrian under the bus.
over this, Phoenix. It's very simple. What you should be focused on is Edgeworth's attitude, don't you think?
Huh? Why is he so... Oh.
Mr. Wright, let's hear your thoughts. You surprised me once, so I suppose you can have 2 shots. Who is this person in the photograph?
That's our backup. I said that's our backup.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Adrian
Alright.
Andrews.
If you want to know who that nickel samurai is, it is none other than this woman. Until Edgeworth says it's not.
And why would you say it must be Andrews? What in the world points you to her? These aren't guiding, leading questions at all. I'm not saying this in any sort of tone. I don't know what you're talking about.
Just stare. Well, spider should be short. And she can freely move in and out of Mr. Enguarde's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. Enguarde that night. Oh, it was in his room that the knife was then. Okay.
How does it all add up?
It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife with Mr. Enguarde's fingerprints all over it.
The knife that was used as a murder weapon.
Why don't you just say what it is you want, right? And please, my first name is Miles when you say it.
Oh, stay strong. I have to do this now. This is my last chance to turn things around and focus on Maya, who's the only person who matters in my life right now aside from Pearls.
I suppose I'll just put down my own knife for the time being.
Why are you stab her?
Say that this is your
Pearls.
chance to prove whether or not Maya or Edgeworth is more important to you. And just depending on the answer, something might have happened. But now, we might not need to go that route. Go on.
Mia, I cannot believe you ever doubted my affections. Alright. The defense moves to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Juan Perita. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime.
Order! 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 Alright, it looks like this trial's had a most unexpected development. It was supposed to be done in one day for his daughter, but Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
This court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews. Track her down, gentlemen. A verdict cannot be passed without first hearing her testimony.
Stare. Say something.
This is kind of bad for us.
I have a feeling I know what you mean, but what do you mean?
If Andrews is summoned to the court as a witness, it means that the trial will go on for another day. Maya doesn't have another day. I'm getting out my knife again.
I thought we might be able to get her in today. They didn't say when. But I mean, I had a feeling they weren't gonna want to do it all in one day. But they didn't
I
say.
shall set Miss Andrews' testimony for tomorrow.
Oh, what am I supposed to do? The judge is about to enter the court. Reason objection. I think. I know, unless Edward does it for us. Yeah, if Edward does it for us, then that would save us some trouble. Please, Your Honor, continue the trial. You must pass a verdict today.
I can't do that. I cannot hear.
I am wasting such valuable time.
Oh, I didn't want to hope that hard that you would help me.
I know that you have all been waiting for this, but I object. Jot. Your Honor, I request you please continue with today's trial.
But my bedtime. We cannot continue due to this unexpected development, I mean, for legal reasons.
Tut tut tut. Unexpected development. This is Kangaroo Court. We expect nothing. I think you underestimate me, Your Honor. For I already have Miss Andrews tied up and bound underneath the prosecutor's table.
What?
What?
Then Mr. Phoenix Wright enslaved his way to subpoenaing. This is a word. Miss Andrews is all happening according to the plan. My plan. Although Wright was a bit slow to catch on, as he always is. Never going according to my plan, and always has to go according to his plan and his timeline and his 5-year plan. It's never about what I want.
I'm sorry. Did I not wait 2 decades for this man?
What is the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth? Save the personal stuff for later.
Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution's lobby. She is the next witness. You owe me 2 now, old boy.
Oh. You know what? I'm gonna be grateful. I can do that. I can be grateful and not be petty
Furthermore, it
about
wasn't
this.
me that shot Francisca von Karma. It's all part of my plan.
Is that the 2 that he owes him? So we're shooting
I don't
Francisca
remember
and
what
having
the I feel like I said that at some point yesterday that he owed him for something. I don't remember what, but that's something. Sure, we'll say it's that and not this.
Somehow I knew that Faye shot her. And also I somehow knew there was no way Edgeworth would overlook Miss Andrews. Oh, looks like
of
his
course
battle
he
is far from
wouldn't.
over. I hope the judge is able to extend his bedtime.
Exactly. You always were the smarter one.
Oh, very well. You will call the next witness. However, before we shall proceed, 10-minute prayer, so sleepiness, please prepare her in that time. The court will now take a 10-minute recess. Fade to black to be continued. Very good.
Excuse me.
Indeed. Well, it looks like Adrian is basically doing exactly what we thought he would. He's helping us out. Yeah, but now without being a dick about it.
Never. Dude, I can't believe you ever got with that guy. He's like way too good for you. We'll just have to shelve that for like another time because I know you have your day job to get to.